The Dreadcells think to breach Vastir's walls. Never. But they might have the numbers to overwhelm us, especially with the Fire Song at their side. We need more defenders to stand with us. By the green, I hope so. The Stonelore and Eldertide druids, they're in as much danger as we are. Perhaps more so because the Fire Song want their sacred seeds. We need them to help us defend the city. And that's where you come in. While I help my father prepare the city's defenses, I want you to find the Archdruids and secure their assistance. In exchange, they'll gain a place to protect their wounded and their seeds. Start with Archdruid Raval of the Stonelore Circle. Archdruid Raval is in the Vine District, the Druid section of the city. He should be able to tell you where to find Archdruid Elec once you secure his agreement to help. Meanwhile, I have much to do to prepare the city for the coming assault. Everything in my power. We've never faced an invasion of this scale before, but Vastir isn't defenseless. We have knights, walls, and the advantage of foresight. We can set barricades, prepare traps, and get non-combatants to safety. No. That's why we need the druids to help defend the walls. Vastir cannot fall to the Dreadcells. That's an intriguing idea. She does seem to be willing to assist us. It was her warning that alerted us to this impending attack. I doubt she'd help us out of the goodness of her heart, however. And House Mornard would be willing to hire her services. We're not above employing mercenaries, as you well know. The point may be moot, however. We don't know how to get a message to her or even where she's hiding. We can only ask for their aid and hope, my friend. Druids may not be warriors by tradition, but I know they aren't cowards. And they can fight. I've seen what the Eldertide can do, and I know the Stonelore will protect themselves when necessary.
Stefan's idea is a good one. Archdruid Raval is in the Vine District. Just head east once you leave the castle. Good luck and clear seas to you.
Druids? What does my great city come to, that we need to beg the Druids to help defend it? Still, Stefan is right. We need the help. Go, mercenary, before I change my mind about this.
I was wondering if I'd see you again, adventurer. Ah, Druidkin. I heard what you did. How you secured the Eldertide seed and returned it to the care of Archdruid Elec. Once again, you proved to be a true friend of the Druids. But what is this I hear of an impending attack on the city? Stefan needs to bolster his army, and wants to do so with the Stonelore and Eldertide. I suppose that makes some sense. We can defend ourselves. And it is our third circle that has gone rogue. I can pledge the Stonelore to this cause. Let me talk to Elec. If anyone can convince him to bring his people to the city to help defend its walls, it's another Archdruid. Instead, I want to send you to Glimmertown. Laurel and most of Galen's Stonelore druids are in Glimmertown. Inform her of the plan, and tell her to prepare our circle for war. I'll meet you there after I convince Archdruid Elec to do the same. The village lies directly north of Vastir. Perfectly. I gave it to Free for safekeeping. As a spirit forged from Ifre's will, who better to protect something so sacred? They've been quite curious about it. said they felt a connection and wanted to study the seed. You'll have to ask Free yourself. I returned to Vastir right after delivering the seed. The way Free communicates is still perplexing. I believe we learn more about one another with every passing day, but many mysteries remain. The request came from Stefan, and my circle loves him as one of our own. Plus, the Fire Song attacked us as well, and we feel a responsibility for our misguided brethren. Besides, I am their archdruid, and I have already agreed. The matter is settled.
Just tired of walking anyway.
You there. Your life or your jewels?
You'll be all right. Just lie still. Damn those path traders and their Dreadsail's lackeys. They're everywhere. The Fire Song attacked these Eldertide before they could reach the shelter of this camp. But you look like you came with a purpose. Tell me what news you bring. That's unexpected. We normally don't get involved with wars and politics, but the Fire Song started this. So I guess that makes it a druid problem. Look, we're practically surrounded by the Fire Song and Dreadsails out here. I could use your help. We need to light the beacon that will gather every Stone Lord Druid on Galen to Glimmertarn. However, the Dreadsails grabbed the Everflame torch in a recent raid on the village. We need that enchanted torch to ignite the beacon. The Dreadsails have a beachhead at Broken Oar Cove, just northeast of here on the shore. Retrieve the Everflame torch, and meet me at Vale's Bluff to the west. That's where we need to go to light the beacon. Head to Broken Oar Cove and retrieve the Everflame torch. There's a path to the east that leads down to the shore. Then, meet me at the beacon at Vale's Bluff. Be careful. Our enemy is as thick as weeds once you leave the safety of this village. I've helped the worst of the wounded. Most of them are more shaken than they are hurt. But I doubt they would have survived if they hadn't made it to Glimmertarn. The beacon is used in times of danger to alert the Stone Lord Druids spread across the island and summon them back to Glimmertarn. The enchantment contained in the Everflame torch allows the beacon's light to be seen from anywhere on Galen. Many, many seasons ago. I was so young I barely remember it. I recall being scared. There was some sort of rabid creature roaming the northern half of the island. Anyway, it's rarely used and only in extreme emergencies. I think this counts. I think so. but I lost track of Free when the Elder Tide started pouring into the village. I'm sure they found somewhere safe to hold up. Let's trust in Free. We can check on them after we light the beacon.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Those gloves are singed.
Off we go.
The beacon's ready. Do you have the torch? It's worse than I thought. I saw more than my fair share of bodies on the way here. I'm sure you did too. If we don't hurry, those poisonous thorns will have the numbers to overwhelm Glimmertarn. Blight! Of course. Why else surround us? Why else steal the Everflame torch? At least they haven't made it to the beacon. It's ready. It will call the Stone Lord to Glimmertarn like a songbird guiding them home. Did you get the torch? Good. Then go ahead and ignite the beacon. Hurry, before any of those Dreadsails spot us. It's done. Let's head back to Glimmertarn and prepare my people for war. Let's head back to Glimmertarn. I need to give the druids instructions, and make preparations to depart for Vastir. Be on your guard. The trees hide many evils. The Dreadsails and Firesong get bolder by the moment.
I bet this place is full of interesting history. I should try looking it up later.
You lit the beacon. Good work, Laurel. Ah, Druidkin, thank you for assisting Laurel. I spoke to Alec, and he agreed to bring his Eldertide to help defend Vastir, so I made my way here to lead my own people to the city. But first, we must attend to the matter of the sacred seed. I'd like you and Druid Laurel to make sure the Seed and Free are all right. Laurel believes Free took it to Cloage, an old cave they visited often since coming here. We had mostly forgotten about the cave, but Free seems drawn to the place. By Ephraim the Green, I can rally my people and the Eldertide who seek refuge here. I need you and Laurel to check on Free and the Seed. With the Dreadsails and Firesong scouring the area, it's only a matter of time before they're discovered. Cloage is just to the east. Please hurry. If the Firesong find that cave, they'll stop at nothing to capture Free and our sacred seed. Not a great deal, unfortunately. It may have had some significance in the past, but now it's just an abandoned, overgrown cave. No one paid it much mind until Free arrived at the village. You know, I never had the opportunity to ask. Free did love to explore the place, though. Took Druid Laurel along a few times, I believe. Perhaps she can tell you more. The beacon has been ignited. I must give our druids time to make the trek from all points on the island. Plus, we have weapons to gather, supplies to pack. Don't worry. We'll get to the city before the attack begins in earnest. This is Stone Lord territory. My people know paths and trails that should allow them to avoid most of our enemies. And if all else fails, they know how to fight. That's why Stefan asked for our assistance in the coming battle. Laurel, go with our friend.
I'll meet you at
Make sure
Cloage.
Free is all right.
It's a cave, almost directly east of Glimmertarn. Wait for me by the entrance, and we'll head in together. Hang on. Let's talk. Blight! I saw a group of Dreadsails and Firesong enter the cave just as I arrived. Not sure if they spotted Free or simply got curious. But this isn't good. We need to get in there. Free and the Seed are in danger. Not that I'm aware of. There are some druid carvings and such, but I haven't had a chance to study them. The whole place is overgrown with vegetation. The cave did fascinate Free, though. Something kept drawing them back here. A few times, yes. I'd try to clean up a little while Free looked around. Sometimes they'd sit and meditate for long stretches. When we find them, this time I'm going to ask what that was all about. Now let's go help Free. Free cleared out a lot since I was last here. That, and the Firesong has been carrying from the Wait, vines covered that section before. Is that... free? And those are weirds around them. What does it mean? I didn't know these markings were here. They're extremely old. But that's free, or a spirit very much like them. Let's keep an eye out for more drawings while we try to find free. Look, another one.
Off with you, Squid!
Are those? Yes, the sacred seeds. And free. Growing them into a crown, a staff, and a gauntlet. Let's keep looking. The Stone Lore seed, the Eldertide seed, and the Fire Song seed. All in this drawing. And free makes the seeds grow to become... regalia? Is this what the Druid King created them for? There has to be more to this. Let's keep looking.
I really don't like your odds.
Another marking. Examine it, but watch out for the fires. A druid, holding the staff and gauntlet. And Free places the crown upon their head, just like in the prophecy. We need to find Free. Now! Free? Crowning a new druid king? The dream of Kasserine says, when mountain shakes and sower wakes, the throne shall bloom again. Come on, we need to find Free. I have so many questions.
Fire clears the way for new growth.
Look, a ward protects that far door. Did Free cast that? We need to find a way to open it. Free used an ancient druid trick. I've seen this before. There should be 2 druid stones. There should be another stone nearby. Let's look around. That did it. The door should be open now. The ward should be gone now. Let's go through that door and find Free.
That one put up a fight, didn't they?
Look, that's Free on the other side of the chamber.
It worked. Secrets remain buried.
Thank the Green. Free doesn't seem to be hurt. Go ahead and speak with them.
They gnash with sharpened teeth, claw at the doors. But now... Druid laurel, lavender and wood smoke. Familiar. And you... Battle and the touch of leaves. I kept seed safe, but protections wither. Free is free. Place made by Druid King. Sanctity. The walls taught me. Told me who I am. The sower of the sacred seeds. Curator of the regalia. When season is right, I will grow them from the seeds. Expected the seed to be safe here. It was not. The Druid King called free from the green, bound us to one day reforge the regalia. Sow the seeds when 3 circles become one. That is my purpose. A tender to the garden. But events are uncertain. The seed is not safe. Even here. What can we do? Good. I am thinned. Tired. Wilting. I have grown too tall. Take the seed to Archdruid Raval. His to nourish now. To protect. Slip within the walls. Face the storm. Claim the seed and let us leave this place. The seed rests just over there. Safe. Waiting. A quiet and strong thing, resting in different hands. Give it to Archdruid Raval when we leave here, to take it into the unnatural walls. Yes, long ago, it was a sanctuary, lost to time, but it held answers, the truths of me. The longer I stayed, the more I learned, remembered. My hands alone can ordain. I grow the seeds. That was what the Druid King told me. What the dream tells us all. When the Druids are ready to be whole. Streams pouring into one river, not fractured. Not grasping for seeds with bloody fingers. I am awake, but the season is wrong. I do not know. I just know that I alone can grow the seeds. A ritual, hallowed ground, 3 sacred seeds, 3 powerful symbols. They will sprout a crown, a staff, and a gauntlet. The Druid King's regalia. Perhaps for a new king to wield? Magic? No, not like you're thinking. Symbols of office, authority. Only I can grow. Only I can sow the seeds. The sower. Still, we must keep the seeds safe. Archdruid Orlaith must not claim them. Just in case I am wrong.
You did good, Free. But you look exhausted. Return to
Free
Glimmertarn
is
with the
fine.
seed. I'll make
All
sure
we
Free
grow
gets
is-
out of here safely.
Laurel, friend. Take the seed.
Go on ahead to Glimmertarn, my friend. Free and I will be right behind you. I want to make sure they get out of here safely.
The Stone Lord have pledged themselves to the defense of Astir. We leave shortly. Our brothers and sisters have arrived, summoned by the beacon. We're just about ready to make the trip to Astir. We will help defend the walls, and in turn, the walls will defend our injured. Now, Free tells me you carry our sacred seed. Despite the efforts of the Fire Song and their Sea Elf allies, we still possess our sacred seed. I fear this means that the assault on Bastia will begin soon. Now, Sir Stefan, here. That bodes ill. Perhaps you should speak to him, Druidkin. Good. Once we hear Stefan's news, I'll order our druids to head for the city. I think Druid Laurel and Free should remain here, however, to guide any stragglers and to keep the nature spirit hidden from Archdruid Orlaith. Thank you again, friend.
Good. I made it before you headed out. Friend, we need to speak. Thank the green I caught you here. I feared I might be too late. The message I bring was too important to give to just anyone. And I know paths across the island that only the druids can walk. But first, what's the situation here? I hoped I could count on Archdruid Raval, but it's good to hear those words. Even with the secret paths, though, it was difficult avoiding our enemies. The wilderness is thick with dreadsails and firesong. I assume you helped settle things here. I knew you were the right one to send to Glimmertarn. Thank you for helping Laurel. You're a most valuable ally. Here, take this. The least I can do for your continued efforts. Meanwhile, I'll make sure Raval and the Seed get to Vastir safely. Now to the reason I came here to fight.
Druid Laurel and I will help the other Stone Lore. Slow steps, crunching over leaves, slipping through mud. They still come, and we will be here for them. Then, Vastir will open like a flower for them and close them inside, thorns protruding.